So the ACC Commissioner, Jim Phillips, he has some questions about playoff expansion. Well, Golden Blue Dude is here to answer them. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? It's me again, Golden Blue Dude. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, especially if you're a college football fan. I do college football videos every single day, so if you don't like this video, you're going to find one you might like. Don't forget, guys, Golden Blue Dude does have a sponsor now. It's called Tri-State Wood Sketch, so go check out his website at www.tristatewoodsketch.com. He does great stuff like that. You can send him a picture and he'll put it on wood and it looks amazing. And by the way, he's running a promo right now. If you mention that Golden Blue Dude sent you, he'll take 20% off. The ACC Commissioner, Jim Phillips, and the newly appointed Pac-12 Commissioner, George Kliavkoff, have said that they support playoff expansion. But Jim Phillips has some questions. Jimmy. He has some concerns. He listed 7 questions, so I looked through them, and I think I might have the answers to them. Here we go. Let's go through his questions real quick. His first question: what does that look like, playoff expansion? Well, that's the million-dollar question. There's no specific answer to that. What does it look like? It looks like whatever you come up with. That's the simplest way I can answer that question. There is no formula to what does playoff expansion look like. It's whatever you come up with. 4 of these questions are actually linked, and it's pretty much the same question asked in a different way. The first one: how many more games will this be? Well, really, in all honesty, it's probably only going to be like 1 game more at the most. And if you give bye weeks to the higher seeds, then there won't be any more games for them. Now, if you go to a 16 or higher, it could be 2 more games. But if you stick with the smaller format, say a 6-team, 8-team, or a 10-team, it'll only be 1 extra game. What does that do from a student-athlete perspective? Well, really, the only student-athletes that will be affected by this will be football players. It goes back to how many games are going to be added. If you keep the season the same, the championships the same, and just add a few more teams to the playoffs, it's only going to be 1 more game. His next question is that 1 more game for 2 teams? So I'm guessing this is where the bye thing came into question. I mean, if you expand to 16, and give byes to the top seeds, then they'll get 1 extra game, and then the lower seeds will get 2 extra games. But you're not going to go 16. You'll either go 8 or 10. So that would only be 1 game for the lower seeds and the bye weeks for the higher seeds. It's the best answer I have for you, Jim. That one's kind of common sense. Jimmy. Next question: how does it affect our calendar academically? It's still the same answer, dude. Jimmy. 1 extra game. You're not extending the season or creating a ton of extra games. It's nothing like that. You're just adding 1 extra layer of games for that first round. That's it. Next question: how does it affect our season in the regular season? Jimmy. I just explained it, Jim. You're asking the same question in different ways. It really doesn't affect the regular season. You're still going to play the regular season, have your championships for the conference, and have the bowls as well, and then just 1 extra round for the playoffs. That's it. I'm answering the same question over and over, just in a different format. Next question: are we playing too many games? Jimmy. No, you're not playing too many games. You have enough non-conference, you have enough conference. The conference championship, that's a game that teams already know that's a possibility if they win their division. Yeah, they are ready for that. In fact, if they're an elite team, their goal is to get to a conference championship and win it. Playoffs, yeah, you'd be adding an extra round for a few teams. Bowls, I think the bowls need to stay separate. There's plenty of great matchups that could happen outside of the playoffs. I think that was one of the biggest mistakes that the playoffs made, was including the bowls. A playoff game should not be a bowl game. Keep the bowls separate. Give those to the next best teams that didn't make the playoffs. That's still a great reward to those good teams that don't make the playoffs. Here's the depressing side of this story. We're in year 8 of the 12-year current playoff contract. So technically, they don't have to do anything until 2026. That's depressing. But with at least 2 commissioners firmly on board with playoff expansion, they could speed this up. The College Football Playoff Executive Director, Bill Hancock, of course, he's going to say any possible changes are not imminent. And what he means by that is it's not going to happen in the next 6 months and probably not going to happen in the next year. But that does leave the door open for the year after this. And that would make sense because you really wouldn't have enough time to put something concrete together. They want to get this right. Hopefully they want to get this right. Stop taking baby steps. Don't go, well, we're going to go from 4 to 6 and see how that works. No, just get to where you need to go now. Go to 8 or go to 10 now. Stop taking baby steps. You know it's the right decision. Stop making excuses. Anyways, I answered those questions to the best of my ability. Hey, if y'all have any questions that I didn't answer, let me know in the comments section. That's all I got for you for this show. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next show.